I guess on that note, let's just get in there and we can figure out exactly what we're working on and move forward. Get in there and do the thing. So I am saving all of my blueprints footage in an effort to maybe at some point in the distant future put together a supercut of like all of the really cool moments and reactions and stuff. And the more I play of this game, the more that sounds like a lot of work that I'm probably never going to end up doing. But I do have aspirations, you know? The intent is there. Hey, look, more keys. That's cool. Well, I had a heck of a tomorrow run last time, I guess. Given that I started with 5 keys, that's all clock tower keys. That's impressive. All right, so I guess now is the time for looking at to-do lists. So let's look at the to-do list. Okay, the other thing I want to do here is I want to divide this into stuff I am working on this run, like stuff I know how to deal with immediately, versus stuff that I'm still like looking for information about. So we're going to today objectives versus, you know, tomorrow objectives. Seasonal greetings is something I am still looking for information on. Reclaim the crown is something I'm still looking for information on. So that goes down here. Rank 8 stuff is stuff I am currently doing. I do need to get a telescope out of the coats. Coat check? Coat check? Coat check? For some reason, the word swap keeps coming to mind, and I don't think that's right. Coat check, right? This is a thing that is for the future because I still don't know what it's about. Learn erogen is I need to find more information about it. This is probably done. But both of these are under experiments. So we'll just make a section called experiments. And streamline this a little bit more. I do want to monk things. 100 stars, yes. Sanctum keys, yes. And the rest of this is future work. This is future work. This might be able to be done today. Cool. Obviously not done with experiments in general. No, 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 no. The 2 experiments I am specifically looking for are letters and crates. Although I think I am probably done with letters. If I don't get crates, I'll take stars. And if I don't get crates or stars, I'll take lockpicking. And I think the world in which I get none of those 3 is spectacularly unlikely. But yeah, this is where we're at. So there's stuff that I think I can do this run, and also stuff that I need more information about before I can do anything about it. So that's where we're at. All right, so first things first, let's see if we get a shrine. Ooh, I got Rook. That's cool. That means I have better shots at conservatories. I wasn't sure whether or not I had successfully done that. None of you are a shrine. I guess that means it's trading post for the potential for vault key. Because that does happen sometimes. Keycard, lockpick kit, sleeping mask, salt shaker, magnifying glass, also salt shaker. Yeah, actually, do that. Salt shaker for gems, gross. But Sleeping Mask can become Magnifying Glass if I need it back. So that's great. Yep, great. Super good. Also, dig spot. Also, is there anything in here? Another dig spot. This letter. Yeah, all that was in here was this letter. Which, like, is world building? But doesn't give me information. Oh, there was an upgrade disc. Well, there's certainly not money. But yeah, you're right. There was an upgrade disc, wasn't there? Wow, lots of dig spots here. If I come back here with a shovel, we will be well rewarded. Alright, keep that in mind. Do I have a need to go downstairs? I have a lot of keys and not a lot of gems. How do I feel about just gunning for straight for rank 8? You know what? I'm into it. We're gonna do it. I should check, actually, before I commit to anything else. I should open up my thing of screenshots and make sure that I know what rank 8 blue things I am looking for, considering I currently have 36 different rooms already screenshotted. So there are not that many rooms left that I still need to grab in rank 8. I wonder if I can actually, like, figure that out before I move too much further in. Foundation is here. Entrance hall is here. You know, I don't think either of these are going to show up on rank 8. Oh, does that mean that there is a memo that shows up in the Foundation if you started with the Foundation in rank 8 and otherwise doesn't? I have the Rotunda. I think I have the Parlor. I have the Parlor. I have the Break Room, I'm sure. You have the Break Room. I do have the Gallery, and I do have Room 8. Hallway Closet? Is that listed as Closet or Hallway Closet? Because neither are on my list. I still need the Closet in rank 8. Walk-in Closet I have. Attic I have. Storeroom I have. The Nook I have. Yeah? Yeah, I have nooked it. I have. Can you get the garage in rank 8? Quotes dead end. The garage is a dead end in theory. That's very funny. I do have the locker room. I do have the music room. I have the den. I should probably make a list of the things that I'm still trying to get, actually. That should go in my notes! Still need closet. Garage. Trophy room? I don't think I've gotten the trophy room yet. Nope. I haven't gotten the ballroom yet either. Have gotten the pantry. Have gotten the rumpus room, luckily. Have gotten the vault. Have gotten the office. I think I've gotten the drawing room. Yes. Study? I think think I've gotten the study also. Yep. Library, I'm sure. Yep, I've gotten the library. I've gotten the Chamber of Mirrors. I've gotten the pool. Got the drafting studio. Utility closet I definitely got. I don't actually have a screenshot of it, but I remember getting it very early on. Maybe I just didn't store the screenshot correctly? What have I done? Maybe I didn't take a screenshot of it? I might have not taken a screenshot of it. But I remember getting the utility closet. I think that was the first one I got. Like, literally the very first one. I have not got the boiler room. I have not gotten the pump room. Have gotten security. Yep. And workshop. I did get the workshop eventually. Got the laboratory? Got the laboratory. That's great. Pump room. I haven't gotten the sauna either. Yep, sauna. Sauna and coat check. Mail room I got. Freezer? Did I get freezer? No. Fascinating. Dining room I've gotten. Observatory I've gotten. Still haven't gotten the conference room. Nor have I gotten the aquarium. Wow. Just a flavor note, not a real clue. Yeah, that sounds correct. Something about Cinca Industries, something or other, I think. Alright. None of these are blue. 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 None of these are blue, although this one is purple. Dove coat, I do not have yet. I think I did get the kennel. Yep, I did get the kennel. Clock tower. I didn't get the clock tower yet either. And I have only gotten classroom grade 1. So 2 through 8 would be things that I need to go get if I'm interested in getting them. And I don't think I am, because that sounds like rather a lot of work. Planetarium I have. Mechanarium I don't think I do. Yeah, Mechanarium I'm missing. I'm going to stick that before the classrooms. And I don't think a world exists where one of these can show up inside the house. So I will assume that those are not options. But there we go. Now I know which rooms I need for rank 8. And that makes things a lot simpler. It's an awful amount of work. It's an awful amount of work. Alright, I have a million steps today. So I think I'm going to start off with the somewhat inefficient going straight to the foundation and seeing if we can seeing if I can push forward and get common stuff in rank 8. Because there is still common stuff I need in rank 8. Conference room is common. Hang on, I am mouse is in the wrong place on the wrong thing. Conference room is common. The closet is common. Yeah, it's difficult to get the higher level of classrooms on rank 8 because you have to do it across multiple runs. That's the really hard part. Is it's not just like, okay, well, I'll do a classrooms run and I'll get all the classrooms. You're trying to get all of the classrooms in a specific row, and that sucks. So you could get, like, probably at most 2 classrooms in a given run, unless things work out just beautifully in a way that, you know, is theoretically possible but not practical. Before I commit to this, do we open room 46? No, because there's an experiment that cares about levers. Yeah, I might just have to look up the classroom notes because I don't want to, like, not know what they are, but I don't want to put forth the effort to actually line them all up like that. But also, yeah, like, people were saying that it's just hints for the final exam, so it's probably mostly stuff I either already know or don't care that much about. Although, the one that I would care about is the Erajan stuff. Like, if there is a note specifically that includes some more text about Erajan, that is information I'd like to have. Yeah, that's what I have keys for. Too early! You can tell me it if I care. You know what? That's probably how I want to handle that, is just have somebody tell me what the thing is. Because looking it up sounds very dangerous. That's a bad angle. This is a great angle. Also, the courtyard usually has items. Hey, a sledgehammer. Love it. Good job, courtyard. Thank you for delivering. I'm happy to take the observatory. I'm also happy to take the kennel here, but, like, we always need more observatory. So, let's observatory. $117. What does 118 look like? Also, more of the spiral. Add a word to the spiral of stars, then gain 1 key and 1... We don't know yet. Maybe it's gem. Alright, and then this is into... Not rank 8. This is still 7. So I need something that goes in the correct direction. And it's none of these things. I guess it's a dormitory. Any goodies? I think I don't even get, like, the draft bonus, but if I come back here... Yo, goodies. Okay. Keys being the one thing I'm not short of this run, but thank you. Alright, that's a knight. That's a pawn. The hard ones are king and queen. So I do need to be on the lookout for an office and a study. Yeah, let's see if this gets me to where I need to go. I mean, it works, but it's positioning. I don't know if I screenshotted this. Let me double check. It does not look like I have screenshots of the dovecote. So, now is the time. Oops, not that. That. I don't need that one. This is dovecote. Mary's letter 1. Letter 2. I suppose it should be letters, but that can be a problem for future me. Returning east and should arrive on Tuesday. If coast is not clear, lower the... I still don't know what this is. SD? Is that SD? I think it is SD. But I don't know what an SD would be. Satellite dish. It's probably satellite dish, actually. Since that is a thing that I know that can be lowered and raised. Interesting. So what are the odds that we could find a random item in this room? It seems like there's enough places to hide it. Man, this is going to be a hassle to look through to actually find the hidden blue thing, the hidden memo, once I get this in the appropriate rank. No! This is the wrong place for the garage! At least I have this. Come on, garage. Okay, I'll take the code check. That's fine. Code check is fine. This is a thing I was looking for anyway. Also, is that my memo? That's my memo. Code check is drawn slightly more often the day after checking a new item. Neat. That sounds believable. 8th rank coat check. Well, I would like to retrieve my telescope. Thank you. And we can just immediately run this to the observatory, because what else am I doing with my life? Hang on. I didn't actually get all of these. Thanks for the key. Apples are delicious. The twins. All right. Apples are even more delicious? Just the most delicious apples you've ever seen in your life? Now give me a key and one gem. Okay. Gain 1 key and 1 gem, still no period to mark the end of a sentence. Still no period. Gain 1 key and 1 gem and 1 coin. This is a good place for drawing room. Yeah, okay, drawing room is probably the best bet. Give me my replacement gem, thank you. None of these go north, so redraw that. What a disaster. Like, I would love both of these in the next rank. So I guess we're taking the hallway here. Can't pick the lock. I have to use one of my 10 actual keys. Break room goes the correct direction. Oh dear. Okay, round to the nearest 10. 5 plus 18 is 23. Round to the nearest 10 is 20. Negative 18 plus 1 is negative 17. No, negative 18. Round to the nearest 100 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. 10 times 2 is 20. Minus 2 is 18. Round to 20. Minus 3 is 17. Round to 20. Smorkies! Hell yeah! Getting all the keys forever. Conference room. Wow. I am a genius? Do I take the aquarium instead? Is the aquarium rarer? Because I know I have the conference room set to commonplace. I think the aquarium might be rarer. This tank contains a red herring. Are you for real? Game's got jokes. I feel like the majority of this section is Game's got jokes. 8th rank aquarium. Alright, both of these are knocked off the list. Aquarium and coat check. I have not checked a telescope, but I can still check something in. Check something back in. Alright. Conference room. None of these are particularly relevant. I'll take the chapel because I know I want the chapel somewhere in this world. So this is a reasonable place for a chapel. As reasonable a place as any. I've gotten all of these already. I guess the rotunda gives me access to the oh no, I don't have the gems for it. So we gotta take the dining room. We don't gotta take the dining room? No, we do gotta take the dining room. I'm going to grab neither of these because I can just feel a weight room in my future. None of these are what I wanted. And I don't have any rerolls. Alright, I guess I just take the classroom then. I have access north through the aquarium. So how much does any of this matter? Not at all? Mostly not at all. Remind me what my objectives are today. I'm just going to mark these classrooms as a thing I don't really care about. I am still looking for office and study, so I guess access to more doors is probably a good idea. So we'll just take the classroom because it opens up more doors. That's true. The classroom does have an amazing apple. An absolutely bonkers apple. Best apple of my life. Yeah. Literally the tastiest possible apple. Also, where is my memo? It's in one of the desks, right? No. I don't remember where the memo is. There it is. Nice of them to call out the flag colors, though. That's actually pretty helpful. Or would have been helpful if I didn't already have that information. Speaking of tomorrow objectives, I should figure out exactly what sigil information I still need. Kararika, we need travel, and we need vibe. Morajai. We need beam number. We need beam type. Weather. We need vibe. And we maybe need travel. which is beam number. And nuance, we need beam type for weather. We definitely need the moat. And the other stuff we're happy with. Don't need flag colors for anything. Imitating shaking a salt shaker on your tongue will trick your brain into tasting salty. Sure. I definitely believe that's true. Humans are evolutionarily designed to like salt shakers. We do need more treasure trove. Yeah, I'll just take that. That's fine. This is as good a place as any for this. What's the good word? Pink waves. Pink boxes with green memos are always false. Cool. Pink waves, green memo, false. And what does the green memo say? Red memos in blue boxes are always true. Red memos in blue boxes are always true. No, they're not. Sometimes they're false. Well, good talk. And this does let me into the antechamber later if that ends up being a thing I care about. My money! This is not the right time for the trophy room. This is not the right time for any of this. I could take the wine cellar, actually. I'm not opposed to the wine cellar just giving me 3 gems here. I also have my blessing active, so we could look for... No, I need the gems. I need the gems. We'll just take the wine cellar. What's up, Cryptomancer? How you doing? Whoa! Dynamite? Oh, no, it's the battery thing. That's fine. I just blew up the dynamite. Do you think they're going to give me an item that is dynamite? Almost assuredly not. That would be a lot to ask for. Alright, so now we're looking for computers. First and foremost is computers. Are you a computer? You are not a computer. Hadio's looking the wrong direction. Let's redraw here. Oh! The computer! The good computer. Exhausting day dealing with company 401k stuff. Woof. The good computer because it includes king. I guess I can spread gold. That'll put gold into the conference room that I don't have. Let's not spread gold yet. Alright, first things first. Staff announcements. Nothing new. Second things second, I would like to special order some sledgehammers. And then finally, I would like to swan song into the laboratory. Had someone ask you how much more blueprints is there when they've gotten to room 46 on day 13? How does one quantify the amount of iceberg they're standing on? So I actually had this answer for Fez specifically. Like, Fez is a game where I feel like there are notable layers of bullshit that you have to deal with. And beating the game is the end of layer 1 out of 5. If they are interested in doing any of the puzzle content. Yeah, Animal Well also, in a very similar way. Yep. Don't need to manage packets. We need to set up an experiment. Crates! This is a bad time to do every room you draft, actually. Let me confirm. Yeah, I'm very far away. I need to run all the way to the foundation before I can start opening doors, which is really unfortunate. Which means my options are fairly limited here. The problem with the layers and blueprints is I don't have a clear path yet in my head from one thing to the next, nor do I have a clear, like, this is the type of puzzle that you're solving. Like, it kind of all dovetails with each other with the way that clues are presented in different places and at different pacings. As opposed to something like Fez or Animal Well, where it's sort of really clear, like, oh, you learn how to do this thing, and then you go through all these puzzles. And then you learn how to do bunnies, and then you go, like, you learn flute codes, and then you go through all these puzzles. And then you learn, you know, information about bunnies, and then you go through all these puzzles. And it's not, like, it's more striated, right? Striated, however you pronounce that word. All right. Do I think apples or tomorrow rooms are more likely? I feel like anytime I have picked apples for an experiment, I've never seen another apple throughout the entire rest of the run. But I'm not confident about tomorrow rooms. I'm really not confident about tomorrow rooms. Drafts in 40 seconds, I can at least get one. That's true. I can probably get at least one. I can probably get, like, two, honestly, if I do draft in 40 seconds. Which, I'm not sure I'm going to get better than that for either tomorrow rooms or apples. So yeah, maybe let's just do this. Alright, here we go. Sure, planetarium is great. Something with doors. Commissary, great. Has doors. Servant spare quarters has doors. I'm not gonna get it. Nope. Pool, a little late for that. Parlor has gems in it, so we'll take Parlor. But I think 3 crates actually is enough. So, oh, running shoes. That's the first time I found an item in this room. Yeah, 3 is good, actually. I feel really good about 3. Yeah, I think 3 might actually be enough to open the door. Prism key. Cool. Rank 5 right side? Here? Alright, alright, alright. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. And I have the telescope. But we seem to have exhausted the amount of extra planets that exist. So, telescope's not doing anything in the planetarium. I think we have found all of the planets. Oh, I should mark 8th safe as a thing that I am looking for information on as well. 8th safe is also a tomorrow objective. Because someday I'll find more information about it. Well, planetarium still delivered. That was a lot of stuff. Okay, now what? Back to the parlor? Now back to the parlor. Unless I just immediately want to run for the tunnel? It's early in the day. Chat, do I immediately want to run for the tunnel? I have a shrug from Hamu and a yeah from Cryptomancer. Alright. Valid. Valid. Let's see if we can work our way backwards and make it to the entrance hall. Also, we get to play parlor games. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Both statements on the blue box are true. The gems are not in the blue box. The gems are not in the black box. Both of these statements are true. The gems are in this box. Okay, so these statements can't both be true. Which means if this is true, then this is the mixed box, because both statements on the blue box are true, and the gems are not in a box with a false statement. Which means this is also mixed, which is illegal. So this can't be full true. Like, yeah. So the bottom line is false. Both statements on the blue box are true. That is definitively false. The gems could still be in this box. Like, if this is mixed, false, true. And this is false, then this has to be full false, which means the gems are not in a box with a false statement. Or, and then this is again mixed. Yeah, if this is mixed, true, then this is also mixed. So this needs to be full false. This is full false. This is false at the bottom. The gems are not in the blue box is true. Let's see. If this is mixed, then this needs to be full true. And if this is full true, then this needs to be mixed. If this is full true, then this needs to be mixed. So the gems are in this box. No, but that's not possible for this to be mixed and the gems to be in this box. This needs to be full true. Bam. Always satisfying when I get that right. What's up, Veranda? Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. I guess I like that. All right, what am I still doing this run? What am I still working on? We need to find a study. And we need to find exactly a study or her ladyship's chamber. And her ladyship's chamber is looking unlikely. Not sure if I have a rook yet. The treasure trove is knight? I have knight? I guess treasure trove is knight. Oh, yeah, I don't think I have a rook yet. I think you're right. Nook is rook. Vault, conservatory, clock tower. I do not have any of those yet. So yeah, we need the nook. Rook me. Rook me in the eyes when you say that. Not particularly excited about any of these. Library is a dead end, which I don't like. We'll just take the conference room. It's so funny to be working backwards with the compass in my inventory. Secret passage. Give me a shop. Yeah, I'll secret passage into a shop. That sounds delightful, actually. Yellow door. Ah, I was hoping for the souvenir shop, or the luxury shop, whichever one it is. Not the souvenir shop. I have the gift shop. That's here. I was hoping for the luxury shop. But gift shop does have doors open in the places I need them to. Showroom, that's the one. None of these are what I'm looking for, because I needed to go down so I can have a shot at her ladyship's chamber. None of these are what I'm looking for. Gross. I guess we just take the mailroom then. Boudoir opens up to this area, so maybe I can get the study here. Because study also will do the trick. None of these have opening. I guess Drafting Studio has an opening, but, like, I don't need a Drafting Studio, so we'll reroll. Might just take the vault. Security is double open. Maybe we'll take security. I do like openings in the correct places. Sure. Sure. Look at more doors. Do I need to get into security? Do I want? I was thinking I might have wanted to review video footage, and now I don't remember why I might have wanted that. None of these are really what I'm looking for. We'll just take the storeroom. These dig spots are everywhere. I'm kind of surprised. None of these are what I'm looking for. I could take the attic. It's a lot of items. How do I feel about a lot of items? Neutral. I feel pretty neutral on a lot of items. Give me a study. None of this is a study. Wow, this is the worst place for any of these things. More stuff to trade? Good call. Okay. Mirror of Chambers and Furnace are actually bad for me. Like, both are actively bad for me. So I have to take the passageway here, which is probably the most cursed passageway I've ever placed. This is pretty miserable. Go with the workshop. I could make a powered sledgehammer. I don't need a powered sledgehammer. I could make a powered shovel. Don't need an electromagnet either. Why is running shoes on this list? Why do they have red herrings on this list? Stuff that, like, you actually can't combine with anything. Do I want a jackhammer? There are still a lot of dig spots. I'm kind of okay with this. Do I need the broken lever for anything? I have my way into the west door, which is Secret Garden Mechanarium. Okay, no. Right. Yeah, I don't need the broken lever. Jackhammer, more effective than the shovel at excavation. Digs deeper. Digs deeper. And finds better items. Digs deeper. Where do I need to dig deeper? And more greedily. Perfect. Perfect. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Where would I need to dig deeper? That's actually a little bit of a worrisome statement. Because, like, I know the sledgehammer is good at knocking stuff open. And then you power it, and it's better at knocking stuff open. Including stuff that you couldn't knock stuff open before. So it's like, are there places that I think I could dig, but, like, I need better digging in order to do it? Not that I've seen, not that I've noticed. but maybe I wouldn't notice without having built this thing? Like, do I just need to run around the entirety of the grounds now and be like, can I dig here? Have I gotten any indication that I might need to dig in places? Because at least with the powered sledgehammer, there was some like, oh, this looks like a false wall kind of stuff, right? There was stuff that looked like I should be able to interact with it and couldn't figure out how until I built the powered sledgehammer. And I don't think I've had that same thought about like, oh, this looks like it should be diggable, but I can't dig it with a regular shovel. Like, I don't think I've had that same thought anywhere. Concerning. Well, bedroom, sure. Since that does open the way to the place it needs to. And wow. Double slice. Look at this double slice. Get double sliced. Car keys, nice. I don't think we're finding a garage, but thanks anyway. All right. Now that I'm here, let's check that hallway. And I do still need to try and find the study, which is separately concerning. Yo, it's open. The door is open. Yo. The door is not open. The door is there. The door is there and accessible, maybe. The door is locked. Regular key. I need the basement key? A door to the basement. Fascinating. That's still doable. I need Secret Garden? I need Secret Garden or Mechanarium. Danger. Mechanarium's not... No, Mechanarium will do it. Mechanarium, the first door. Do I have any cogs at all? I have workshop. We're not getting Secret Garden today. Security? Security is a cog? You're probably right. Yeah, security is a cog. Yep, you're right. So placing Mechanarium would be 3 cogs. Okay, so actually, if I place the Mechanarium north of the entrance hall, that works. Assuming I can find Mechanarium. Sure, don't have a basement key on me. But okay, that is accessible now. That is fully accessible at any time that I have a key. And I could also... Huh. It did say I could potentially use a special key on it. That should be a thing that I think about. Yeah, actually, while I'm out here, try the trading post. Seems reasonable. See what I get. It's not like I am short on steps. I do have a lot of things to throw at the trading post. Coin purse. Gems. Gems. Coin purse. Coin purse. Metal detector. Coin purse. Key. Ooh. Okay, that's still probably not... I'll remember this exists. Coin purse. Coin purse. Coin purse. Okay, we do know that this is useless, so I might as well get the coin purse. And then all of the other stuff that was trading for coin purse will now trade for coupon book instead. Great. Lockpick kit now trades for vault key. I mean, might as well. It's too bad I don't have the vault. But yeah, might as well. Silver key. Hall pass. Coupon book. Coupon book. Okay. So study would be great. Vault would be great. And a locked door. I think a locked door on either of these two ranks is actually impossible. Give up digging for 4 rerolls. That's actually a good point. But maybe first I should go digging in the places that have the ability to dig. Garden can't be in rank 1? Yeah, that makes sense. 3 gems. Dang. Yeah, I definitely dug deeper there. Nothing of interest. Well, the pop-up even comes up quicker. That's funny. The storeroom had a dig spot. The courtyard has a bunch of dig spots if I want to run all the way up. It's not like steps are a problem. Aquarium had a dig spot. We already dug up the foundation. Did I dig up in the storeroom? I guess I must have. I had the shovel when I was in there. Did I just walk past it? I wouldn't put it past me. Like, I've done stuff of similar levels of obliviousness before. Yeah, let's see if I can't get some more rerolls, actually. Rerolls are probably worth. I want to do a little bit more running around with the jackhammer, though. Because it feels like there's going to be spots at which I wasn't able to dig that the jackhammer will enable. And I want to do a quick run because I don't think I've run around with the jackhammer looking at random places to see if I could dig before. And I do want to do that at least a little bit. It's not burned anymore. running around staring at my feet like the most socially anxious kid in the world. Yeah, alright. Without some clearer direction, I don't think this is going to get anywhere. I think just running around searching for things that might be dig spots is probably a waste of time. Which, like, I've wasted time before, that's fine. But let's not be obtuse about it. Vault key for Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Jackhammer for 4 dice. Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Let's see if we can get a study. I'm still on study. I think study is probably my best bet. But if I can get a vault, that would be great. That would be perfect. Well, as long as it still has an open door, I don't mind just taking it. People have done it the first time they got a shovel. Sure. Yeah, that makes a fair amount of sense. And I know there are spots that you could run into like that. Nope, again. Yo! 370, let's go. Sanctum key, hell yeah. 40 gold. Some gems. Uncle, thank you again for all your help. I know I could never hope to repay you, but it pains me to know that I won't even have the chance to try. At any rate, I'm leaving these extra funds behind, as well as the extra passports. It would be too risky if we were searched at the border, and the money would raise too many suspicions. I think we all want a clean start anyway. I know I do. Mary. Okay. So this is confirmation that Mary got away. Which is great. That's very cool. And now I have vault. Letter from Mary. And now I've done the thing! 0 more Sanctum keys. I gotta make sure I use this one. Yeah, stuff coming off the list is wild. Absolutely fantastic. And that was a big one, too. Alright, still looking for the study if I can get it. None of these open in the correct direction. Kitchen and pantry both open in the correct direction. I will take the pantry, that's fine. Because apples. Wow, was it actually an apple? Incredible. Was there no magnifying glass use on the note? Nah. That was a very straightforward note. There was nothing that made me think a magnifying glass would be good there. You know what? I'll just take the cloister. That's also fine. cut one more thing off of the list before I start using my rerolls. And I don't have a shovel anymore. Interesting. There's no note on the back here in the cloister, but once you get in the cloister, there is. Does it spawn when I open the thing? Like now if I look from here, is there a note? Yes, it spawns when I lower it. Interesting. None of these are a study? One of these is a study? Wow, this is a good day. The only thing this day is missing is an open antechamber. Yeah, go gadget rerolls. Good idea, Cryptomancer, trading in the thing for rerolls. All right, let's go use the Sanctum Key. And then, afterwards, we can go swap my blessing out. Back to King. Sitting on 22 gems anyway. As I walk past the thing, I'm like, I could get a gem. I don't need a gem. I don't need a gem. A gem is sure not a thing I need right now. Cool. And this is Morajai. Alright, what am I what do I still need for... I need so much more information on Morajai. I might be able to brute force Kararaka or Nuance if I have any correct guesses on these things. But I am still missing hard information on multiple things, which is sad. It's so weird to look at all of these doors looking into rooms that look exactly this. Wait a minute. Oh, that's because I resolved that one. The pedestal lowers when you solve it. But yeah, it's very weird to look through these doors and see 4 exactly the same locations. I think I tried brute forcing the various combinations of beams and moats for one of these, which makes me think that maybe I missed some other information. I think I'm not going to mess with them anymore right now, though. We'll just keep an eye out for more information about any of those countries. Damn, dude, running shoes are so good. Running shoes are so good. Absolutely perfect for traversing long distances. It's just so comfy to run all the way out of the basement. It's almost as if that's what they were for. Alright, the king... No, the queen is here. King is there. Really? Thank you. This can go almost anywhere. You can go there. Banner of the King. Oh, it kept them both open. And they have castled. Yup. Yup, that is what that looks like. Revealing a passageway. You know, of all the things that I expected to happen, this was not it. I don't know what I expected to happen, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what I expected to happen, but I don't think this was it. Yo, Brynry, thank you so much for the 40 months of continued support. Welcome back to the adventuring party. Unknown Underground. Sure is. Ooh, that is a riff I haven't heard yet. The music is doing unique things. Hit #1 low. You might be, actually. This is a lot of Morajai boxes. What the heck? And now I need to come in here with a powered sledgehammer? Who the balls are... If I remember my Morajai rules, I mean, barely. It's always been trial and error. This is black. Green swaps sides. Pink swaps things around them. And black goes side to side. Cool. In Ares' court, where the king now lays. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Screenshot that bastard. Castled. Box 1, I guess? Well, they did spend a lot of time trying to teach me this stuff, so this is pretty good. This also needs black. Orange becomes things that surround it, and pink drops. Okay, I actually had this, except I dropped too many pinks. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase. Oh boy. Pink rotates around, purple drops. Yes, 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 yes. That worked. Will a youth approach with empty arms? I don't actually know the order of these. In Ares' court, where the king now lays. Yeah, there's rhyming. Okay, lays and phrase. Will a youth approach with empty arms? Yellow floats, I guess? Okay. This will change it to gray. I don't want it to be gray. What does gray actually do? Does gray do nothing? Without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charms. Oh, God. Empty arms. How do I spend all my stuff? I start with 2 gems. Castled box 4. Right, green swaps. Pink rotates. Easy. And in sky above a brilliant sign. This might be backwards. I might need to start from the other end here. Did you not? I pressed the wrong button. castle box question mark. Purple. Purple drops. Ah, that's not gonna fly. This now can do that. There we go. Perfect. A sullen cross as 5 stars align. Okay. Yeah. This is backwards now, so this is 7. And the other one was 8. So this is 5. I don't remember what yellow does. Yellow rises? Yellow rises. Well, I certainly can't put green there. I can, actually. No, that's just gonna cause problems. We could do this, though. There we go. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. The last king of 8. Of 8? We got 8 kings now? I don't think we have 8 kings. What was the message? Maybe we do have 8 kings. What was the message? I'll look at it once I'm done with this. This is box 5. Yeah, okay. Do I make one of you green? Is that a good idea? It's maybe a good idea. Now I can get these to be black. up more. I can get... Ah, that's how. Perfect. A patient figure, a reckoning great. A reckoning great. That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, here we go. In Ares' court, where the king now lays, on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms, without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. The black key is lying with the last king of 8, a patient figure, a reckoning great, a sullen cross as 5 stars align, and in the sky above, a brilliant sign. This is some garbage. This is information. Yeah, I figured it out. It's top to bottom. So like left to right, it's 1 through 4, and then here also from that side to that side, it's 5 through 8. It's not garbage, it's more content, sure. The last king of 8. Are these kings? I don't think these are kings. Wow. All right, things have gotten esoteric. Oh, I wanted to check the note that showed where, from room 46. That showed the clues. And I guess I didn't take a picture of it. Because I feel like one of those mentioned... King on his throne? I mean, I did get the Sanctum key out of the throne room, so that's a thing. Yeah, this is a lot to go through. Ares' court where the king now lays. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase. A youth approaches with empty arms, without gifts nor gold, nor mannered charms. So nothing in my inventory, and no gold. And maybe no gems? That's unclear. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. A patient figure. A reckoning great. This I don't understand. This I don't even know how to link to anything. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. A sullen cross as 5 stars align. So that sounds like a particular constellation, right? And in sky above, a brilliant sign. That one I don't know. Unless that is, again, referring to the constellation. Because 5 stars align. A brilliant sign. Wow. Oh, you think it's actually just this, you think it's actually just left to right? Like, in brilliant sign, a sullen cross, 5 stars align? A patient figure, a reckoning great, the black key is lying with the last king of 8. Okay, I see. That, okay, yes. Then this is clearly related to the sky thing, which makes more sense. This still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. A patient figure, a reckoning great. But this coming after that means, well, that doesn't really change what's going on between these two. But it does make the sky thing more clear because it more obviously means the stars. Okay, so on a day with a particular constellation, in Ares' court, where the king now lays, in Ares' court, where the king now lays, on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, where the king now lays could very well mean the tomb. It's probably not the throne room. The tomb is not the court of Ares. I mean, I guess the throne room is more likely to be the court of Ares. But the king isn't in the throne room. Court of Ares, where the king now lays. That probably, I mean, I guess it could be this room, but I feel like that's not super likely either. You don't need to give me direction yet, Hamu. We're still thinking about things. Let's see. I grabbed the throne room out of the room behind the 3 microchips. So that could be it. I might have to get, or just look through my notes on that one book. To double check information about where I think the Court of Ares might be. We do still need the basement key. Actually, the basement key down there might actually take me to the underground castle. Which, that's probably the Court of Ares. Anything is going to be the Court of Ares. So maybe we need to do that before I commit to anything one way or the other. But I don't think I have seen anything that could both be a Court of Ares and have the body of the king in it. Orindian Ruins. Yeah, this is not it. But this is closer. Alright, well... things I am not ready to do immediately, but sure need to do soon. Poem about the king. Oh boy. There are still a couple of crates left in there, but it's not particularly relevant anymore for me to get rid of them. We have castled, so that's great. I still want to check something back in today. It is open to the sky. It's true, it is open to the sky. Can I see stuff in the sky from here? Like, I don't think I can tell what constellations are active by looking at the sky. To do that from the observatory. I'm gonna rename my screenshots so I have them in what I believe to be the correct order. Alright, and then poem. So we have Court of Ares, Empty Arms, no money, no items, no gems. No items is a little rough. Sacred Hour, that's also important. Sullen Cross as 5 stars align. A patient figure, a reckoning great. The Black Key is lying with the last king of 8. Oh boy. Well, I have gotten more information. For some value of information, I have gotten more information. I believe I have done everything I can do today. So the next step is check something back in the coat check. And call it in the break room, probably. Since I do have one of those. Check something back in is going to be telescope again. Since I don't need the vault key anymore. Or maybe it's secret garden key? That's a thought. Maybe I check the secret garden key. Because I know I need to make it into the antechamber at some point for the basement key. Yeah, let's check in the secret garden key and see if we can make anything happen there. Probably... Oh, yeah, sure. Toss some money in, whatever. 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I'm counting steps. It's just a matter of what I think is quicker. Whatever. Just run through the house. I've done everything I can here, right? Yeah. Dirigiblox is still not available for purchase. How do I get to what I am looking for? Coat check is this way. Bing. Please take this secret garden key. And now break room is over here. Ah, yes, all of these dig spots I didn't dig up. Likewise, these dig spots that I didn't dig up. Could have done so much with that jackhammer. But instead, we got progression. So I'm not unhappy about my results. Excuse me? Ah. Alright. Checked secret garden key. Basement key for tunnel. Yep. Alright. Alright. Pretty good. Call that a day. And what a day it was. As usual, first run of the day took about 2 hours. Standard, really? Yeah, pretty typical Blueprints run. I agree. It sounds like what I need to do is speedrun the observatory with minimal resources so that we can get the appropriate constellation in the sky and then make it to wherever the Court of Ares is by the Sacred Hour. I do know the schedule of the constellations. So it's going to take a specific day and star arrangement in order for the cross to be active. What's up, Tails? How's it going? So I need to figure out what exactly the Court of Ares is. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it is behind that last basement key door, but I could be wrong. We definitely need to go check that out first, though, before I start working on resolving anything here. But yeah, make sure that it is an appropriate day, speedrun the observatory, and then go to wherever the Court of Ares is with no money and no items. No keys and no gems seems difficult to land, because you need at least one gem in order to get the observatory, and you are always starting with 2 gems. So that doesn't seem reasonable to ask the player to also have themselves, dropped to 0 gems. I guess it's possible, but it seems difficult. Where did I get the info? I castled. But yeah, that's there was a poem that gave me this mostly information. You're still not done 100%. You played a different puzzle thing last night, which had you map out a maze, a secret teleporter room, where all 4-way rooms were 2 stories that didn't intersect, but you couldn't tell by being in the room if it was a corridor or a 4-way. Oh no. That actually sounds a lot like Zelda mapping, where rooms have doors on all 4 sides, but sometimes 2 of the doors are connected by a high ground passageway. Remember a puzzle like that in World of Warcraft? I don't remember a puzzle like that in World of Warcraft. That sounds rad, though. But yeah, basement key is definitely the most important thing for the near future, as well as more rank 8 stuff. Secret Mount quest chain in Legion. Yeah, I was definitely not playing for Legion. That sounds cool as hell, though. All right. I am going to take a quick break before we continue going on. All right, let's go. Day 71. Here we go. The Sacred Hour. Oh, I never ended up getting a mailroom, huh? That's fine. That's all right. Okay, so my goal for today, among other things, is basement key and rank 8 stuff. And, oh, I should check to see if I have the planetarium list saved. I'm not sure I do. Yeah, I could have done that last run. I didn't think about it. I don't have a screenshot of the planetarium list, and I do want that accessible in a way that it is not currently accessible. All right, shrine me. I would like to get shrined. Shrine? Hey! Finally happened. The trunk is locked. Something tells you it should stay that way. Alright, how much money do we dunk? Is there a correlation between the amount of money that you put in and the kinds of blessings that you can get out? Direct question. Because I have kind of a list, and duration seems to be related to the amount of money I put in, but I'm not sure whether the kinds of blessings. Yes? Okay. Well, the only total... I've put in 50 and 30 in the past. And it does seem like both times I've put in 50, I've gotten Dancer. The same amount will always give you the same blessing for the same amount of time. That's not true. Because I've done 30 twice and gotten 2 different things. The last time I did 30, I got 4 Days of Monk. So I'll try it again. I recorded it wrong? How much did I put in for Barry then? Because I'm pretty sure it was 30. Was it 35? Did I just do it wrong? 30 is 4 Days of Monk. Okay. Maybe I put in 35 for the Berry Blessing. Well, now we have the monk, so that was easy. And I know there's like 6 other blessings that might be interesting to play around with. But okay. We can go do some interesting monk things now, which is exciting. Do I want to beeline? I have no keys this time, so I don't think I want to just start at the foundation. Take a conservatory. We love a good conservatory. Wow. Okay, this is becoming common. Dormitory is standard. I don't bedroom often enough, so this can be unusual instead. And corridor can stay common, I guess, and make it standard. Like, it's fine if it shows up, but it doesn't need to be all the time. This doesn't matter that much, honestly. Like, it is a lot late for me to be making her ladyship's chamber common, but at the same time, it'll be nice for this to, show up if I need it, if I'm looking for it. But still, feels good. Feels good to have that change in place. And I have my rook for the conservatory. Not that I need to change anything here. Like, I am happy with Banner of the King now. We are on the lookout for keys, is what we are on the lookout for. Courtyard? What's up, Tails? So, here is the plan. These are the things that I think I can accomplish today. I have checked the secret garden key, because I am trying to get the basement key to open the door in the tunnel. I need to get blue rooms into rank 8. I need to find the treasure trove. And I need to mess around with experiments. And also observatory. Do I spend the gem here? Kind of thinking maybe I just take the workshop since I already have access to this room anyway. Oh, that's not bad. And also, monking an interesting room. Ideally would be treasure trove. If that doesn't present itself, we are monking the foundation. It's observatory time. $119. Alright, we know that this is 1 gem and 1 key and. We don't know what's after that. Then gain 1 key and 1 gem 4. 4. For what? For each? For each something? So that's, potentially interesting. Hey, Clavis is here. As is Damundus Major. A great day in the observatory. I do not want to take the boiler room. I actively do not want to take the boiler room. I'll take the parlor here, though. Get me a few more gems, and then maybe this is enough material to start forcing my way north. All statements on the blue box are true. The box with no false statements has the gems. Not a box, the box. The statements on this box are neither both true or both false. Okay, so blue cannot be full true. That line is guaranteed false. If this is false, then this is false. If this is true, then this is false. No. Oh. I read that as neither. Or either. Okay. If this is false, then this is true. If this is true, then this is true. So regardless, blue is empty. Whether it's mixed or full true, blue is empty. Okay, yeah, okay. So all statements on the blue box could still be possible. But blue is definitely empty. Okay, this box is white. Great. So the full false box has to be white or blue. Or black or blue, rather. Because this is true. But this could be the... it doesn't have to be the full true box. This is a box. Accurate. At least we know blue is empty, so that's cool. The box with no false statements has the gems. And this cannot have any falsehoods. So these two cannot both be full true, right? This is either mixed or full true. This is either mixed or full true. So this has to be full false. So this is mixed, so this is full true. Is that right? This is either mixed or full true. They can't both be false, right? If the top statement is false, then the bottom statement has to be true. And if the top statement is true, then the bottom statement has to be true. So since both of these are either mixed or full true, this has to be full false. Which means this has to be mixed, and this has to be true. So the box with no false statements has the gems, is what it says. which is false. So all I can conclude from that is the box with no false statements doesn't have the gems. And also this box is empty. So it's in the white box? Wait, the box with no false statements. That's this one. So it's in the black box. Yeah, absolutely. I need like the cork board with the red string on it. Absolutely, 100%. The box with no false statements has the gems is false. So the box with no false statements doesn't have the gems. The only box with no false statements is white. So white doesn't have the gems, and this is empty, so it has to be in the black box. There's always that moment of like, okay, did I actually put that together in my head correctly? Are all of the steps correct? And then validated. Whew. Feels good. Yeah, laboratory. Hook me up. We have items in the laboratory? We do not. Do we have experiments in the laboratory? We might. Okay, we can still remove crates. So I guess if I have the ability to remove crates, I would like to continue to remove crates. We could do security doors. I'm okay with that too. Although I do plan on pulling anti-chamber levers this run. This seems like a good run to pull levers. I agree, plan 2 is a little vague. It's not a guarantee. It is a hope. It is a likelihood. None of these are guarantees, really. I think, the security doors are more likely. North door is free. North door is free. Yeah, this guarantees at least one. Whereas the others, this is pretty likely to zero out. Unless I'm going for it. I could go for it. But even if I go for it, I'm probably not super likely to get more than, like, 2? And this you never know. Like, sometimes they just don't show up, right? So I think I'm gonna go... It's either antechamber levers or bedrooms, depending on my mood, I suppose. I'm kind of in on antechamber levers, I think. I think this sounds good. Alright. 3 things I gotta do every time I swan song in. First off, is there a new announcement? There is. Simon, I was having lunch the other day with Hartley Ruota, who is your uncle's valet and has been on the estate longer than anyone else. He told me that if you call it a day in some bedrooms, there are beneficial effects. I assume his own room might be among that number. Sounds like it might be worth checking out. We do know that this is true, and based off of her ladyship's diary, we have some information about bedrooms. Where did I have that information about bedrooms? Here. We know that if we call it a day in the servants' quarters, you start the day with half the steps, but you get an extra die. That's not particularly beneficial. If I was to look at this and say beneficial, I might think that it is not particularly beneficial. Maybe. And then there's a bunch of bedrooms that we don't actually know what they do, if they do anything. But thanks, Randolph. You tried. Alright, now that that's done, I would like to special order a hammer. Always special order a hammer. And then we can RTA into the office. Thank you, Swan Song, for doing the thing. Or Blackbridge. We can Blackbridge into the office. And up the security. Oh, no! Security! I meant security, not the office. What have I done? Disaster. This is useless. Well, shrug. It's a good thing I didn't need security doors. Gross! Wow. What a messed up section of house over here. There is a lever in the weight room as long as I don't mind the step count. That is true. I guess better to do this now. Well, it's still really early, though. It's still really early. It's probably fine. We can make do. We can figure it out. Crate has been removed from the tunnel. You damn right a crate's been removed from the tunnel. Alright, I guess we're kind of desperate for a kitchen now. That would be nice. Attic? How do I feel about an attic? I feel good about an attic, actually. One, two, three, four. Cute. 5. Nice. 6, 7, 8. No shovel, though. Here, huh? Okay. Yes. Treasure Trove is my first choice. Foundation is my second choice. This would be my first bedroom, so maybe we just take the hallway instead. Certainly don't intend to launder anything. So by default, you're just laundering across these 3 resources. And then you also have, like, steps to gems or steps to keys or something if you power it, but I don't think I need that. I don't think I need any of that. I think I need a, I think I need a kitchen is what I need. Also a nursery. A nursery would also do the trick. Let's take a nursery. That is pretty beneficial. Good key count. Alright, it might be time to run to the foundation. My step count is kind of garbage. That is a thing to consider. Guess we'll see what we get out of here. Oh. Everything's a problem. Okay, yeah. We'll just take the quest bedroom and then run to the foundation, because that's a good amount of things here. Yeah, I don't get the 10 steps unless I walk into it. Okay, I'll walk into it. You got me. Thank you for the gems. And that is enough to head to the foundation, I think. And I think I will also go pull the lever while I'm down here. It'll cost me a few extra steps, but I think I'm okay with it. Steps have so rarely been the resource I care the most about. I can afford to be a little wasteful with them. I do think it's fascinating that the contents of room 46 change if you monk it. That's very odd. And has me really worried about the possibilities for other rooms. Crate has been removed from the tunnel. Experiment successful. If you monk room 46, you don't get the blue crown out of it, and instead you see the deed to the house in the same spot on the desk, which is a thing that is not normally visible if you go to room 46 in the normal place. Are we done with the sigils? I'm missing 3 countries. I am missing information on Korarika, Nuance, and Morajai. Korarika, Nuance, and Morajai. I felt like decently confident about what I had for Korarika, I think. And then I was missing the moat type, as well as the weather, the beam type. And no, I have the weather for Korarika. Korarika's snowy. I was missing the beam count, the travel type. And I went through all of the combinations of those things and wasn't able to put it together. So that makes me think that I might be missing something else or something. So I'm waiting for more information about them. Crunch. Wow. I wish I had done security doors now. But that's okay. We got 2 crates out. We're doing good. Conference room is great here, since it opens north. And I have already gotten the... No, I haven't! I still haven't gotten the note for conference room! Mistakes. Mistakes. Alright, well, that's... Conference room is common. We'll figure it out at some point. It'll happen someday. I think it'll be fine. This is atrocious. I have 2 cogs. So this would be my 3rd cog. Which I think is north and west. But also I want this on rank 8. God damn it. So I'm going to take the pool because that opens up the sauna. Also, it lets me open 2 chests, which is nice. Sure, thank you. I guess I'll take 1,000,000 gems, that's fine. This is so cursed, I'm on the wrong rank for this. I do want the planetarium, though. Yeah, I'll take the planetarium here. Delicious apple. Kind of delicious apple. Average apple, really. Prism key, which is really not what I want. You like the sigil puzzles so much you hyper-focused on that and solved them all before doing much of anything else. Been watching a lot of streamers, none took that approach besides you. I really like the sigil puzzle, but I've gone through all of the content, all of the information I have, And so I'm at the point of just guessing for the remainder, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm waiting until I find more information. Oh, and now that I am here, we need to do this. 5 is Southern Cross. Shows up at 5, 9, 13, 16, and 25. 29 is first appearance of Demondus Minor and Major. 40 is 7 different constellations. And 50 is the Inkwell. Planetarium. Star Schedule 1. Suppose I will also take this screenshot, as why not? Thunk. Locker room? How do I feel about locker room? I'm okay with locker room. It doesn't open in the direction I want it to. But it is closer to opening in the direction I want it to than the commissary. So I guess we'll take the locker room. And that spreads keys into here. So that's great. Thank you for the keys. Is this enough keys to go ham on the locker room? It really isn't, but I don't remember which lockers are good to open and which lockers are blanks. So that doesn't feel great. There is some consistency between lockers. And I should have written down the contents of the lockers the last time I opened them all. Oh well. Still haven't found the code check. Throne room? Suppose I'll take the throne room. That's another lever, so that's kind of cool. And it opens in the direction I need it to, so that's also cool. It's a shame I can't take the shields. Crate has been removed from the tunnel. Has throne room been monked? I don't remember. I might have. I don't need the study, and I do need the door, so we'll just take the break room here. Now I get to do math on screen. 3 squared. 9. What? They're doubling up. In what order do I do the thing? Well, in this case, it doesn't matter, because both 12 and 20... No. 12 rounds to 10. 21 rounds to 20. I suspect, given the way that this is shaped, that I round and then flip. And if I round and then flip, it's 10 to 1. So 1 would be the answer. Nope, other way around. I flip and then round. That is the order of effects. All right, so 12, flip to 21, round to 20. was two wavy lines. It's rounding to the nearest 10. So it's rounding to 10 or rounding to 20. 12 rounds to 10, and then you flip it to 1. Or 12 flips to 21 and then rounds to 20. Same here. And 4 squares to 16 and then rounds to 20. And this is the other way around. Oh, geez. So you always go inside out. Wow, that's weird. 12 rounds to 10, squares to 100. Divided by 10 is 10. Divided by 5 is 2. Minus 1 is 1. The things are getting messy here. The bullseye operation can trigger multiple times. It's true. That's a true statement that we already have screenshotted, I think. Yep. It is a true statement that we already have screenshotted. I already have Rumpus Room. I already have Storeroom. But both of them open in the correct direction. So I actually don't mind whatever here. I think I'll just take the Rumpus Room and eat the gem cost because it opens in the right direction. And Alzara is not talking to me anymore. Which is fine. If I ever want to hear Alzara's stupid lies, I can go to the security office. Where was the note here? It was over here somewhere, right? The real Alzara was an Erajan soothsayer who belonged to the royal court of Ares. He was banned from the realm in the 15th year of Ejera for a prophecy that did not come to pass. Edge. Edge era? Which one is Edge? Erajan! We don't know. It's not Aj era. It's not the first era. It is Edge era. Huh. Don't know. Passageway opens in the correct directions, so maybe we'll just take that one. Even though it means we can't get trophy room this run. Yeah, let's just take passageway here. Second or third? Probably second. I'd believe that. Edge could be second to last. And at this point, I definitely need to blue banner. Hi. I need all of these things. Please give me the allowance token. And also the basement key. And also the thing. Yeah. So if you take this to the monk room, this isn't there. I mean, obviously the crown isn't there. But this blueprint isn't there. And instead, there's the deed to the house on this desk. Which is neat. That's a neat thing. Take a screenshot of this one for funsies. Room 46. Sanctum key clues. And then I haven't put all of this together yet because I haven't solved all the sigils, which I feel like is a lot of the information that I'll need. So I know there is an order, and I haven't fully put that together. What time is it? Has the sacred hour arrived? Not yet. Gotta move fast. Not gonna move that fast, I'll be honest with you. Moving fast seems kind of unlikely. I will take this clock tower, actually. I haven't seen the clock tower here yet. And I guess this means if I want to, I can sit here until the door opens. And, get some value, I don't know. Yo, shovels? They got shovels in the clock tower? In eclipses only appear in the north sky. What the hell does that mean? In eclipses? The north sky? Eighth rank clock tower. The north sky? Aren't I supposed to be in another room at the sacred hour? Yes, and also I'm supposed to have no items in my inventory and no gold. So that ship has sailed, and also we don't know which room it is. I've seen something that referenced in eclipses before. I don't remember that. How close am I to 130, by the way? Because I might just wait here and get that door open again. Pretty close. Yeah, I can afford to wait the 50 seconds. What's this we? Fair enough, fair enough. I, the streamer. The person who determines the value of all knowledge. Listen, this is my stream. If I say we, I mean we. You're not allowed to know things that I don't know. Did I want to know where I've seen it before? Probably on the map in the classroom. I do remember them talking about... Like, I know what in means. In is north. Oh, yeah. Okay. So north eclipses only happen in the north sky. The question is, what is a north sky? What does that mean to me? What does north sky mean to me? That's one spot. There's a second? Wow. I don't know what the second is. Was it in the Dovecote? It wasn't, right? Was Mary's letter talking about eclipses? I don't think so. Not the one you're thinking of. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem to be it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure the sacred hour has come and gone. So we're not opening this door again, which is probably fine. Has not come and gone. It takes a while, as it turns out. I am just really not patient. Just horrifically impatient. All right. I'll go back down here and wait like another 30 seconds. Probably gonna be like 30 seconds, right? 15 seconds? How long does it take 5 minutes to go past? Five minutes generally takes about 5 minutes. That doesn't sound real. That sounds like cope. 1 hour is roughly 7 minutes. I believe 1 hour is exactly 8 minutes. Oh, there it goes. Wow, that really did take forever. Okay, so it does open again. Do I get value out of going in here again? Do I have to solve the puzzle again? I do have to solve the puzzle again. What did I figure out was going on with the clocks? Because I've already solved this once. I don't super feel like I need to solve it again. But I don't know if I wrote down the answers. It does not appear that I wrote down the answers. Is it really solving it if I just remember what I did the first time? I mean, that's what I'd be doing, right? Maybe I took notes somewhere? Maybe somewhere in my overstuffed notebook there are notes about the times? Time notes? Notes about times? No, I guess I just did the entire thing just in-game without writing down anything when I did it. Wild. Wild. Okay. I do kind of want to resolve it. These clocks should be set to a different time. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. No 1s, 2s, 3s, or 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 has a 1. 11 and 12 also have 1s. So we have exactly 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then some other times. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. I think it was this one. One of these two. And then no 1s, 2s, 3s, or 4s. So as far as minutes goes, it can be like 06, 07, 08, 09, or 05, I guess, or 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, or 50. So 05 and 50, and I guess 55, right? If it's 755, then the other one could be 557. Because you can't flip 550, but it could be 505, and then it would be the same. Like 705 could be 507. That would work. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. Yes, I do remember that. And the earliest possible time we can have is 5. I was hoping there was like a way to unclick it, but no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clocks. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there's 3 other times. So this clock is not all different numbers. This clock's neighbors should both be set to a time containing a 7. So this is 5:07 or 5:57, I think. Or 6, maybe? I think this has to be 6, and this has to be 7. Because this needs to be set on the hour, so it has to be exactly 7. Yeah, this has to be exactly 7. Perfect. This has a 7 in it, so it has to be an 07 or a 57. And if this is this one and this one, I think it's these two that swap with each other. Set to a different time on the hour. I think this one is just 6 then. And these two are both 5 something. Well, if this is 7, no. If this is 7, then this is 8 and 9, but this is the one that needs to be reversed. So this has to be 8. Yeah, it has to be 7, 8, 9, and then this is 8 something. Eight something. This has to have 2 of the same numbers, and one of them is, and it has to end on an 8. So I think this needs to be 558. And then this is 855. Five something. 558. So this needs to be 6. 7, 8, 855, 9. And this can be 5 anything? This can't just be 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 855, 9. What am I missing? Times go up in ascending order. Different times. 5 of these clocks are on the hour. Oh, this needs a 7. So this is 508. Which means this has to be 557. And then this is 805. There we go. Do I get anything for resolving it? No. I don't get anything for resolving it. I guess it was just for funsies. Fair enough. It can be just for funsies. I had fun doing it, so we're good. We're good. Gonna write it down this time? No, I'm just not gonna ever come back here. I want my coat check. Can I use a prism key from a black room? No. Okay, fair enough. The sauna is here. I could remove Starfish Aquarium from the pool. How do I feel about that? This gives me steps, actually. I think I'm just gonna draft it because it's purple. But now we got to get to the other side. So I'm just going to leave this open and go out through the conference room. I want the coat check, though. Ugh. Ugh. All right, this is going to be the coat check. You ready? Coat check. This is going to be the coat check. It's not. I'll take the dining room, though. Prism from aquarium does what? That's a very good question. And I have an extra delicious salmon? Nice. I'm going to have dinner. Good deal. And the metal detector is going off, indicating that something... Aha. I think I found it. The metal detector is no longer going off. Alright, well that feels good. Alright, this is going to be the coat check. You ready? Coat check. Damn it. Take the mailroom. Is there anything in the mailroom? Can I tell from here? Hard to tell. Well, I don't mind wasting the steps at this point. Nothing in the mailroom. Fine. What have I hidden? I put the secret garden key in the coat check. Because I wanted to go get the secret garden key here to make it easier to get up to the area I'm looking for. Worthless old shoe. Office, study, and reading nook. None of these matter, so I guess I don't mind just burning them here. Study sometimes has gems in it. Would be nice to have some extra gems. Has a key this time. Only one extra gems. And also a coin on the floor? Sure. Alright, well... running to the other side now. Can't prism key from a blue room, can you? This is not acceptable. Well, there's the coat check, but this is not... Because I need to get across here. I guess we'll take the kennel. Hello, puppy. Hello, other puppy. Can't pet you. I can take that, though. And then we can cause some awoos. And this door is no longer locked. Well, I suppose we are taking the dovecoat. A delicious turnip. This is also not the right rank. Okay, we need to redraw so that I can go north. We need to redraw so that I can go north. What is going on? Sure. Okay, now, preferably sauna or pump room. I could just take the hallway closet here. But that is going to be easier to get later. So, preferably sauna or pump room, and we have enough redraws. There's the pump room. Good enough. Let me confirm that I haven't already taken pump room, actually. I don't think I have, but I want to confirm. Yeah, I haven't. It almost assuredly isn't going to be useful. This feels like it's something that's going to help with the reservoir puzzle that I have long since solved. But, you know, you do what you can with what you got. And I want to check everything. See it back here? I thought I saw a flash of blue. Where is my note? There we go. The massive reservoir below Mount Holly receives a natural filtration from the continuous flow of fresh water from 2 neighboring underground springs before making its dramatic exit via a waterfall on the south-facing cliff. Oh. That's not helpful at all. But it is cool lore. Great. Cool lore, buddy. All right. So, what we now have is we have gotten Clock Tower. We have gotten Pump Room. I still haven't gotten Freezer. I guess I should have checked Freezer before. Remaining things that I am doing today include taking the basement key to the tunnel and trying to find a treasure trove. I do have the observatory, so that's fine. Yep. So, what we are looking for are treasure trove. And that's it. That's what we're looking for. That is the remainder of the rooms I am looking for in this runner treasure trove. No awoos in the Foundation. Foundation awoos are banned. I don't know. Drawing room? Drawing room, sure. It's money on the floor. All right, show me treasure trove. Treasure trove. None of these things are the thing I wanted. Library maybe gets me treasure trove more often? Hey, look, free apple. Also key. Also swimbird. Simon. I love this. This is great. Apparently today is January 16th, 94. Cool. All right. Time to take pictures of Swimbird. That's why we're here. Swimbird. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird. Diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a depth I would not do. Oh, a dare. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. This book is so sad. Darebird deserves better. You are not seabird. You are not swimbird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind, bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. His friends are so mad. Oh boy. Was the wrong button. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. I love how swim and again rhyme. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. Poor Darebird. Darebird is cursed. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And then it just ends like there's no getting better. There's just, you're miserable. Poor Swimbird. Swimbird deserves better. I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. All right, let's check my upgrade count. I believe I am now at 15 out of what I believe to be the maximum 16. 15 upgrade discs, 7 red letters, and 8 sanctum keys. That's pretty good. That's good progress. Also, 47 dart rooms solved, and my 2 mistakes in the parlor. One of which was a misclick, and one of which I was just wrong. But 2 mistakes. Drafted a lot of rooms. I've played a lot of this game. Average day 119. Longest day 321. And total time 96 hours. Inheritance 641 doesn't make sense to me. Because that's not the length of the run it was in. And it's definitely not the amount of time I was playing before I stepped into room 46. So I don't know what 641-48 means. That doesn't seem right. But okay, whatever. Show me treasure trove. Show me treasure trove. Show me treasure trove? Pretty cursed. I mean, I did set to blue, so it makes sense that this is what would happen. Oh, now I need gems back. Yeah, this is a mistake. How fertile is this spot? Am I gonna find gems here? I think I have the fertility chart somewhere. Not anywhere obvious. Maybe I have it in my screenshots on my phone? I have it in my phone somewhere. The question is, if I take this greenhouse, am I going to get gems back? That's the question. Here's the fertility chart. This is a poor soil spot. It's not barren, but it is poor. I don't know what that means in terms of whether or not I'm going to get gems back. Maybe I get 1 gem. Maybe I get no gems. Both are bad answers. I don't want to test it. It does give me a lever, though. All right, maybe it's worth it. A crate has been removed from the tunnel. Okay, I got at least 1 gem back. I guess poor soil means 1 gem. That makes sense. Ooh, nice watering can, actually. A woo. Something's on the ground somewhere. Ah, there we go. Alright. Poor soil still got me 1 gem, though. So maybe that means I would get more gems with better soil. That checks out, kind of. This door is now unlocked, which is great news. But I want to get into there from the other room because that gives me more redraws if I'm still going for treasure trove. And rest assured, I am. Literally the only remaining thing I am looking for. Well, this didn't go well. Okay, so Wine Cellar can give me some gems so I can get redraws in the next room. All those crates should now be gone. They should, in fact, all be gone. Hello? Oh, there we go. Wow. It aligned perfectly with the floor. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I guess this has to be a mechanarium, doesn't it? which is fine. A crate has been removed from the tunnel. I believe the tunnel to be completely empty. In fact, I believed the tunnel to be completely empty. Oh, nice. Silver key. Before I flip that lever. So it might just be saying things now. Secret passage does not get me Black Prince, alas. Maybe I just take the spare quarters. Maybe we just reroll. Another wine cellar? Did I add multiples of these? I must have. I guess I added multiple reading nooks as well. Fascinating. I've sure made some decisions, haven't I? Okay. Oh, woo! Oh, guess I can't. Guess my doors are unlocked. Treasure trove. Treasure trove. Take a sauna. Sauna's great. Car keys in the sauna. It's unusual. Treasure trove. Treasure trove? No chapel? Neat. Free gem? Treasure trove? Ah. Fun is over. It doesn't matter what I drop here. Give me a red room. Or don't. Keys must be burning hot to pick up. Yeah, the keys are just lying there in the sauna. Probably not the easiest to just, you know, pick up in your hand. All right, no treasure trove, but we do have the basement key. So let's go find out what's in. It'd be interesting if secret path is something different for each color dead end. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get like something different or unique out of it, but it was just a dead end. So whatever. Let's find out what the basement key does. And we are fully out of crates. 0 crates. No crates allowed. Yeah, even the stray at the entrance is gone. Alright, basement key door. Alright, no, I can handle this one. That's fine. Behind door number 2 is door number 3. But I have a key card. We're cool. We're cool. What? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I have the sledgehammer. I don't have the broken lever anymore. I don't have the broken lever anymore. I used the broken lever to switch a lever. Ah! All right, well, let's adjust this. Powered hammer for tunnel. Asked if I was done with the powered hammer a while ago, and you said not until much later. It is later. You said the same thing about the burner glass, which makes me wonder if it is also that later. All right. Which means the next step is to go monk the foundation. Let the foundation get monked. That also means I need to worry more about having my key card. That is also a concern now. Okay, so let me also say, here, plus key card. Corridors outside the house, so it persists. Yeah, so the basement door I would expect to be open, like all of the other basement doors. The keycard door I wouldn't expect to remain open. But you're saying the keycard door does remain open? That's good news. That's helpful. Where am I going? Foundation, we go in from the other way. Unless I want to hit something else? Is there something else I want to hit? What was on my notes? Library. That's interesting. I mean, I think anything is potentially interesting. Like, anything potentially has, you know, additional information in it if you monk it. But the foundation seems like it would be the most interesting. Interesting. Throne room? I'm pretty sure I've done the throne room. I feel like I've done this, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't. The throne room is a harder thing to find than the foundation. So maybe we hit the throne room here. Yeah, I feel like I hit the throne room before. The same time that I was going for my original monk run, when I hit the antechamber and I hit room 46, I thought I hit the throne room that time. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the foundation. I think that seems more interesting. All right, here we go. Calling it a day. Right, I don't have to do anything special here, right? If you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. Yep. Call it a day. Okay. And unfortunately, I cannot start another day now.